we go again. Another e4, e5?
Yes. One more time.
Then again, yesterday we were sure to, and the French hit. Let's see today. No, wait, he sticks to his guns.
I think it's also kind of normal that when you see that your opponent reveals his real first move, then you also reveal yours. Yeah. If Andrey would have said some c4 or d4, whatever, then maybe they would have also made a random move. Yeah. And
there is the Petrov.
Yeah.
e4, e5, knight f3, knight to f6. You think he's intending after knight takes e5, knight c6?
No.
No?
No.
You don't believe in the Stafford gambit, you tell us?
I don't believe, and I don't think that Vey believes. We will be seeing knight takes e5, d6. If knight e5 is played, that's what Esipenko played against Gremyev 2 times. The line
or also a move.
Third move d4 as well.
But takes.
Yeah.
Now is the big moment. Eric Rosen is waiting. But d6 is played, kicking the knight back. You could take the pawn on e4 immediately, but then you have to be careful, because all these pieces on the e file and queen e2.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, it's not so bad.
Yes, I know. Unfortunately, yeah, chess is crazy. That
even that worked.
We learned in the childhood, yeah, when we were kids, that okay, that just loses, it's impossible. And here we go, knight c3. I'm very happy. This is my line. I have studied this line, I don't know, for hundreds of hours. I have the soul of this position, which in fact I played a very important kind of new idea that we analyzed with Team Nyapo back then, already for the very first candidates 2020. So yeah, d takes c3 on the board.
Can you explain why do you do this? You double your pawns? You don't put a pawn in the center? What's the idea of this knight c3 move?
Yeah, absolutely correct. The question is very legitimate. I remember when, like in 2002, Shirov started to play this with white, and I was thinking like, alright, okay, interesting, but I will not play like this. And then the main lines were leading nowhere, and then more and more and here's the surprise, Bishop f4, yes.
Another sideline.
Yes, well, in 2007 it was the main move, yeah, and I like also to be part of all the history of the line, because the idea of Bishop f4 is to stop black's knight d7, knight e5 kind of setup. Yeah, we should show this against Bishop e3, for example. It's one of the main defenses for black often in this line. But also theory started moving slightly in different directions, yes. Because now people don't play knight e5 anyway, people play c6 or knight f6. Those are the more solid lines. Knight f6 is the move that was featured in my game with Bobby Chang. But Bishop f4 leads to a slightly different game. Also one could argue that once white plays Bishop f4, then black can also now switch to the old conservative line that the
chance for white.
But then the only alternative is sitting and doing nothing, really. Like, if f4 indeed is risky, I somehow feel the momentum is gone for Esipenko. Like, he had something going, and he had this chance. Like, in the middle game, we were looking at this and felt like there's something there. But I suppose that's how you very often you feel against the Petrov. You play against the Petrov, in the very beginning you feel almighty, you feel he has some pressure, but it always ends the same. It always ends with a draw or something.
Okay, maybe it's a draw for.
Knight c6. Forcing white's move.
I mean, considering that for Vayi it makes a perfect sense to repeat the position, for Esipenko does not. It could be. Yeah? You're repeating. Oh no!
No. As you say, like with the clock, with move 40 coming, there's no reason to give your opponent two easy moves. Will we see a peace treaty signed? Queen goes back to d4. That means knight c6 will be the third time after queen to d2. We see this position. That might be it. Eye contact.
Draw offer. Shake hands.
Wow. There we go. A draw in the other semi-final. We're set for tie breaks in both of them tomorrow. Candidate spot still on the line. It feels like Esipenko's had chances, small chances, in both of their classical games. He's been the one on top, but ultimately Wei, great, very patient defense.
Indeed, it felt like he was asking a lot of questions, and I feel at some point he just settled out to a draw, and you can see he's still in a very positive spirits. Andrey is smiling, and probably feels there was not much